Every religion is born out of mythology, and every mythology was once a religion. The Nordic mythology grew out of a cultural climate that was as rough and demanding as the nature in the colder zones of Earth. Even so, the very name Hell comes from the Nordic goddess of the underworld, Hel. But in the Nordic mythology, Hell was not a fiery hot place, it was a very cold place where you lacked food and heating. To survive in such a climate, you had to trust your own power and strength. And in that sense, Nordic mythology is an empowering mythology and not so much about meekness and turning the other cheek. The great conflict in Nordic mythology was between the giant and the gods, the forces of chaos and the forces of order. But the gods knew from the beginning that the end of the world or Ragnarok would come, and Odin, the main god, strived relentlessly to avoid Ragnarok. But as we know today, he didn't succeed, and Ragnarok came, and the knowledge of this set of gods disappeared from the consciousness of men. But there might be a revival. Today they make themselves known through films and series. And it might end like it's said in the great poem Vårluspa, that the pieces will again be found on the field and the game will begin anew on another level of reality. One of the fantastic things with Nordic mythology is that it has a god that doesn't believe in the gods. He mocks and taunts the other gods, but he also creates great miracles and helps them out of different calamities that he himself mostly are responsible for. This god is the foster brother of the great Odin. It is Loki. And he is a bit like the trickster gods of the indigenous people of North America. It is quite fascinating that the mythology of the Vikings has so much in common with the mythology of the cowboys of North America. Among other things, they were both occupied with hanging people from the gallows, and they both wanted to die with their boots on, using their preferred weapons. Although there were a great difference about the consequence and reason for hanging people from the gallows. Among the cowboys, it was punishment and taking the breath and life away from somebody. In Nordic mythology, it was a sacrifice and reminding you about Odin's great sacrifice when he hung himself on Yggdrasil. It was about taking the sacred breath of life and unite it with the sacred breath of life from Odin. So it was a gift and an opening to spiritual energy, not only punishment. Although the people or the animals that were sacrificed may have experienced it differently. But all around, Nordic mythology had this great search for wisdom and understanding. I do hope you will have a journey through the rest of this course as great and exciting as the journey the Vikings had when they sailed to the brim of their world and consciousness to explore and see what kind of monsters and miracles they would find. Have a very, very nice journey. Looking forward to see you.